What's up, everybody? Wade Wilson, David Sanchez. Comics Remixed episode 10.3. The review episode, as we do every .3 episode. This is usually the shortest one. Get straight to the point. Review the books that captivated our attention for the week. You want me to start? You want to start?
I got some DC going on. I went with Swamp Thing this week. It's been hurting me that I haven't been collecting and stuff like that. So I was glad to grab this one and read it. I'm a huge Swamp Thing fan. And I have to say, this is actually a very interesting story arc that I can't believe I didn't get a chance to get into, which I will be most likely buying back issues of.
The trade comes out soon.
Oh, excellent for me. Swamp Thing versus the Rot. Man, the visuals that are going on here are fantastic. I'm really digging it. This threw me off, this ad for American Ninja. I was like, what the fuck is going on with my Swamp Thing book? And that was alright, whatever. I have critiques for that ad too. Yeah, man, but really look at the visuals that are going on here. I really like how Swamp Thing is being rendered. The panels, how the panels are being broken up. At times it can get overwhelming when you're trying to focus on one thing, but then when you step out and just go in there and look through all the panels, they're really trying to go for a lot of movement and keep it natural, hence, Swamp Thing natural. I think that's what they're going for. Maybe if they had done this in a traditional framing manner, maybe it kind of wouldn't have worked for this type of character. One thing that I enjoy the most is a great ending. I love how the women are being drawn here, really good. But the ending is actually what got me. This little boy, I missed out on who he is.
He's her sister.
He's her sister.
Her brother.
Okay, I missed out on who he is because I didn't read all the other story arcs. But eventually you get caught up with what's happening. The issue is very contained. So in a sense, I didn't actually... I wasn't bothered by the fact that I didn't read the issues before it.
But if you can, you should.
Yeah, but it made me interested in what's going on. Like, who the hell is that little boy? Why is he so creepy? I want to know more about the Rot. But what happens here? The plot, like, it's very contained. In the beginning, you're wondering why he's fighting the Rot, but in this specific incarnation, why that one? And right in the middle, you're like, oh, okay, this is what happened, and it all leads to the mega return of Anton Arcane, and pick up Swamp Thing. Great visuals, good storytelling.
So I'm gonna go ahead and assume that's a thumbs up.
Yes, it's a thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
Have you been reading it?
Yeah.
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 Oh, this is one of your pulls, right?
Dude, I get everything.
Oh, that's true. You work in a freaking comic book shop.
Swamp Thing and Animal Man cross over into each other.
Yeah. And
so if you like one, you're gonna like the other.
Okay.
Animal Man is out in trade paperback right now.
I had the chance to review that one, but I think I would always prefer a Swamp Thing. But two of my favorite characters.
Swamp Thing created by Len Wein, who David interviewed at C2E2.
I just put up the video on my Facebook. Go check it out. It's a very quick interview. I was in so much pain when I did it. There's an initial look on my face, like I just can't stop smiling / sweating when the interview first starts, because I actually knelt on the leg. I went to the hospital because my leg was infected. I actually knelt on that leg. There's no other chairs.
He could have stood up.
It didn't look like Len Way wanted to stand up.
No,
it would be weird. It would definitely be weird. So go ahead, shoot to you.
I got a very short list this week. These are something else, but I've only got one book to review. Image Comics' new title called Hell Yeah. Here's the second printing of issue 1. Here's issue 2. And there's issue 3. It just came out this week. Story starts off with it's the tagline for the book is the last generation of heroes. The main character, whose name escapes me at the moment. Give me a second here. Let's just call him Bob. No. God, what is this guy's Ben? I was close.
There you go.
His name is Ben Day. He was born in a world where almost every teenager has superpowers, His father was the first person to interact with superheroes.
Mm.
So, I mean, he's kind of, not famous, but superheroes have changed the way that society lives. They've given, like I said, a lot of people have superpowers now. They've changed the world for the better. No more starvation. They've cured cancer, cured AIDS, all this stuff. First issue just kind of shows you, like, hey, what's going to happen? You're introduced to the characters. Issue 2 and 3 show you, like, it jumps around a lot. This is one thing that I miss about comic books in general, is the narration caption boxes. They kind of help you guide the story, because this book jumps around so much that you're kind of like, wait, what's going on? Turns out this chick comes back, she's in a band, she comes back to Ben Day's reality. Someone is going around murdering Ben Days from different realities, and they murdered her Ben Day. She's dating Ben. So she comes to this reality with hopes of getting him to help her stop whoever is killing all these other different versions of him. Turns out, at the end of issue 2, I believe, 2 or 3, they reveal the killer. Turns out it's Ben's mother.
Wow.
Yes. The book lost me at points, but at some points it got me back. I'm going to go ahead and wait it out. I want to see where it's going to go. It has the potential to go somewhere good. Like every Image book right now that's coming out, number 1 is sold out. Everything comes out Image. Everybody expects it to be the next Walking Dead. I got news for you people. It's not going to happen. Okay? The second biggest Image book right now besides Walking Dead is Thief of Thieves. They're only at issue 4, and number 1 is $60 already. Why? Just because it got picked up for a pilot TV show. So now everybody's like, oh my god, I gotta go get Thief of Thieves.
I read it. I thought it was okay.
Yeah.
It's not a great read. I think it's just because of the name that's behind it.
Yep.
Yeah.
But as for Hell Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and give it a thumbs up, because it's keeping my interest, and if it wasn't, I probably wouldn't be reviewing it as good as I am now. I'd probably just be like, it's garbage, don't read it.
It wouldn't be good if you weren't interested in what's going to happen with part 4.
Exactly.
With issue 4.
So, Hell Yeah, issues 1, 2, and 3, still available. Number 1 sold out, second printing is available. Dreamland Comics does carry the first printing. I believe it's $12, so if you're interested, come get it. Hell Yeah, 1, 2, and 3, thumbs up.
Alright. I'm going to keep rolling on with DC. Superboy, who I've heard mixed reviews, but actually more on the negative side about this, only because they really are exploring his teenage years. What I get right off the bat, I think that this is going to be DC's Spider-Man type character, as far as, like, the boy trying to figure out his place in the hero universe and figuring out his powers and all that stuff. I thought this was a decent read. Not a read, actually. Like the visuals, the fight with him and Grunge was really cool. If anything, it highlights Grunge a lot more. Grunge is really beating the crap out of Superboy. There is some whininess. I could see where people aren't digging it, where it's very tweenish. It's very emo-y. Do tweens and the emo just kind of relate? Do they just go hand in hand these days?
They do, but they don't like to admit it.
But I guess that's what you would expect from a person of that age.
Damn you, society.
Yeah, but here's Superboy's getting his butt handed to him, which kind of, I mean, it's great to always see a Supermanish character be manhandled like that, like a Thor or any godlike character in general. I've always been a big fan of Superboy, but more so Superboy Prime from the Crisis series, because I would have always have liked to see him just go into the bad guy mode. Why not pick the Luthor side?
Right.
Or in any case, why not just be a bad guy? Look how awesome of a bad guy he was during Crisis.
Yeah.
He was fantastic. Let's do a Superboy Prime Darkseid team up. That'd be deadly.
Yeah.
Look how much praise there was with Supergirl. Look at when Supergirl was first reintroduced in the Superman Batman series, and she was Darkseid's right hand girl, whatever.
Yeah.
That got a lot of interest because we don't need new costumes on these super characters. We just like to see one just kind of cross the line.
Pretty much.
Into being a bad guy. So I hope at the end of this, which it's still a long shot, would be to see him like cross over into the bad guy path. But yeah, they didn't really care too much for the actual read. It lost me in the middle. Like, I get it. Like, Culling's trying to recruit him. And, okay, yeah, whatever. But finally what got me back was toward the end, this splash page right here. The fact that he's using his telekinesis to rip out these implants from Grunge. And I thought that's great that they're using that. He didn't really get to use too much of that power in earlier times, and when he did, he'd always screw up something. So they never actually developed it, and I'm glad to see that he's hardcore enough to take it that far where he just like rip him off somebody's body. I want to see more of that. I want to see him be the hardcore Superman, the one that's not afraid to really cut loose on somebody enough to not decapitate people, but enough also when he gets pushed around, he's gonna really push back and really give it to somebody. You know, like Deathstroke tries to come up to him with some kryptonite, bam, just broke his jaw.
Pretty much. So what do you say?
I'll give it a zombie. I give it a zombie because there's a direction that I want. Actually, not. Damn it, thumbs down. He's not gonna go into that direction. He's not gonna go in that direction.
Sorry, man.
He's gonna fall in love with some girl and, you know, knock her up and say, "Damn, you're 17. Let me use my extra vision to give you, you know."
I don't really have anything else to review.
It's like, I'm pregnant. No, you're not.
I've got a few honorable mentions, I guess you can say. The Amazing Spider-Man Secret Origins trade paperback, which was out this week. The classic comic book stories that inspired the film. The tagline pretty much says it all. If you're interested in the new Amazing Spider-Man film, you're going to want to pick this up, especially if you're not too familiar with a lot of the Spider-Man mythos. This is the book that you want to grab. Kind of introduces you to the world that is Spider-Man, the world that you will be seeing on screen, so to speak. So go ahead and pick this up if you're interested. And this gets an honorable mention because I thought it was just so cool. G.I. Joe issue 13, covers A and B. It's a Duke cover and a Roadblock cover. Now the reason this gets an honorable mention, look at the logo.
Foil, baby.
Foil cover, and look at the price.
Okay, yeah, I think you're covering the price. Where's the price?
On top.
$3.99.
It's still cover price, baby.
Oh,
Cover
it's got
price
a nice.
for foil.
Man, to me it's $4. Nah, it's good. It's good for a foil, definitely.
You know, bring back more of these. Give me more foil. Hell, I'll pay $4.99. You give me a hologram, a good hologram, not a piece of crap. At least the size of a card. But these get honorable mentions. You know, I didn't even read it, but they get thumbs up just because it's a foil cover.
Good effort.
You know,
good effort.
And it's a cardstock cover.
Oh yeah, look at that. It's not even a cheap cover.
No.
Actually, the paper too.
And just for the fact that it's still cover price.
Yeah.
This is 90s right here, baby.
They didn't take away from the quality. The paper's still good.
No, they did not.
Yeah. All right. Right on, man.
Kudos to IDW for doing this.
Skimming through it right now.
What the hell is that word? Libertad.
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 Libertad. Spanish.
I know. I'm tired.
You don't know Spanish.
I know Spanish. Anyway, so that's pretty much what we've got for this week in reviews. We hope you enjoyed episode 10. You can find us on Facebook. You can find us on Facebook. Search Comics Remix. Facebook.com/Comics Remix. Twitter.com. What is it? Twitter.com
Comics Remix.
Comics Remix. Yeah, I'm not familiar with Twitter that much. You go on YouTube and search Comics Remix. We got a ton of videos on there. Watch our past episodes. Watch our C2E2 footage. Thanks to all the fans that keep making the show what it is. Help make the show what it is. Thank you to Dreamland Comics here in Schaumburg for letting us film at your lovely store, as we do every week. You can find 25% off graphic novels and hardcovers, Marvel, DC, Image, and Dark Horse every day. Bam! Come here and get your subscription service on. Never miss a book. I pull your books personally, so I'll make sure you don't miss an issue as long as I go by the sheet. That's all I gotta say.
Hey, I skimmed through this right now, and I was pretty impressed by some of the shit. Look at that. Look at that.
Damn.
Beat that guy to a pulp with that thing.
So he did. Pick up G.I. Joe 13 from IDW.
That's pretty cool.
But that's all I got. We'll see you guys next week with hopefully a little surprise episode.
Yeah. Thanks for having us, people.
As always, it's great to be on your computer screens, mobile devices, whatever. We're glad that you're just giving us attention, especially for the last 20, 30 minutes.
Have a good night.
Peace.